In Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis had signed a bill penalizing social media companies that suspended the accounts of politicians or otherwise censored political speech. They just got sued over that bill, and we'll take a brief look at that complaint in just a minute or two. But let's first talk about this bill. This is Bill SB 7072 in Florida. And look, everybody is aware of the censoring, banning that was going on Facebook and Twitter. Donald Trump, but also if anybody else said the wrong thing, they would get censored on these platforms, right? So down in Florida, they were trying to address this problem and fix it. And they came out with this bill. It passed. I think it passed in Florida in the House 77-38. And then in the Florida Senate was 23-17. So the governor down there signed it into law. So what does this bill do? Basically, it empowers Florida to punish tech companies financially that engage in censorship. So, like, it imposes a maximum fine of up to $250,000 per day for deplatforming any candidate for statewide office, and a $25,000 per day fine for deplatforming candidates for non-statewide offices. This piece of legislation is 22 pages long. That's just basically one part of it. So that sounds great. I mean, I think it sounds good. I do think we need to do something about these big social media companies because, look, they are the town square. That is public speech right now. And I feel like there is a problem. And so seeing Florida take this moral high ground, just trying to do stuff that's good for the people, protecting their constitutional rights. They're not doing this for politics. They're not doing it for money. Just a minute. I just saw one thing. So they did have an exception for Disney, so it didn't apply to Disney. Yes, they did. I'm not kidding. Let me find it for you. It has an exception for online platforms operated by a company that owns and operates a theme park or entertainment complex, like Walt Disney. Okay. See, I was really getting warm, fuzzy feelings about this bill and about Florida, and that's going to be great. And I was almost going to have tears come to my eyes. And then I saw that exception for Disney, and I don't even know that I can take this bill seriously at all. But with that exception written in there, it's just sleazy. What? Disney? Are you kidding? Look, they own almost everything, don't they? They're a ginormous media company. To have an exception written in there for Disney. So let's take a quick look at the complaint that was filed. The complaint was filed by NetChoice LLC and the Computer and Communications Industry Association, CCIA. We won't read through the whole complaint, but they were basically making claims that this bill, SB 7072, infringed on their rights to freedom of speech, equal protection, and due process. All right, so what do I think about this bill? All I can think about is that frickin' Disney exception. To me, it just makes it like a steaming pile. It looks like a huge turd to me. I'll be honest, because all I can think about is that Disney exception. And any judge is just going to see that and go, oh, okay. You're doing this high and wonderful just for all the people except for Disney can do whatever. I think there's a problem. Yes, I think there's a problem with Facebook and Twitter because those are basically, it's the new town square. Having private actors being able to censor people's speech in a public way is I think it's dangerous, and we do need something to address that. But when we try to address that, it probably shouldn't look like a steaming pile of you-know-what, because with this Disney exception, that's all I can think about. And it's got to be done very carefully because you're basically going to be asking a court to go against what we normally do with freedom of speech, because these private companies have freedom of speech. And I know it's weird, but by telling them what they can do and can't do, on their platforms. It's kind of seems like you might be violating their freedom of speech. But I feel like we need to do something, and I think we have people on the Supreme Court who also think we need to do something, but we need to do it carefully, and we can't. I think this is just a bit of a mess. I don't know. We'll see what happens. That Disney exception? Are you serious? All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.